Welcome to the podcast where today I'm going to interview Kristin Lohmeyer, who is relaunching Mom Masterminds, which is a membership site for women with small children who want to work from home. It is a group that I joined 20 years ago, and it was so cool to walk down memory lane and talk about Mom Masterminds, but also to discuss like the reality of working at home, working online, having an online business, what it really means. And it's just so special to me because this is what launched my career online when I left the retail stores. And it was just such a wonderful, good time for me to be able to build up my online business so that it could overtake the sales of my least performing store, because then I knew I would be okay going into the future. So I want to share this journey with you and share this interview. Kristin is amazing. She is the absolute perfect person to relaunch Mom Masterminds. Her enthusiasm is wonderful, and I know she is going to be a very big help to these women who want to work from home. I am excited to share her with you and share this journey. So let's take a listen to Working from Home with Kristin Lohmeyer. Well, today is a very special day because I have Kristin Lohmeyer here from mommasterminds.com. I am so excited that you're here, Kristin.
I'm so excited to be here. It's so good to see your beautiful face again.
Hey, yeah, it's so great that we're just swapping interviews. I'm so happy to be able to chat with you. So tell me, how did this all come about? Like, you've been online for a long time and for many years. How did Mom Masterminds get relaunched now 20 years later?
Well, okay, so a few months ago, Kelly McCausey came to me with the idea that she was kind of thinking about it in her head about relaunching the membership. And she thought that she was kind of looking for, because since Kelly has since moved into kind of the mindset space, she was looking for somebody to kind of head the podcast and kind of head up the membership that she was thinking about relaunching. And so she came to me with the opportunity of helping with that. And I'm so excited because it the Mom Masterminds membership was one of the very first spaces that I was a part of when I first started to get interested in online business. Such a supportive community that I could go to and ask questions and just get encouragement. And I'm so excited to be a part of something like that again, to not only bring together moms that already have an online business, but moms who want to build that and want that freedom and flexibility, to be home with their babies, so they can build a business without sacrificing time with their babies. So I'm so excited to be a part of that.
So it's such a gift, such a gift. I'm excited for many women to realize and be able to pursue their dreams of being home with their kids and having a business that sustains them. So I know what Mom Masterminds looked like back in 2004. Um, what is it going to look like going forward, do you think? What
Well,
do
you know,
people feel
yeah,
like? How is it going to help them?
well, like I said, we're still right now. I'm mainly focused on getting the podcast going, heading up, doing interviews and things like that, and we're still hashing out kind of the layout of the membership. But I mean, I think the premise remains the same. I mean, it is still going to be a community where women can come and get the support and encouragement that they need. They can learn from all of the original members that are going to be a part of it. They can learn the basic building blocks, I think, or the basic foundation of building an online business. That is definitely something that is going to be a part of it, the core principles, because I think it's so important to get that foundation together before you even, begin anything. Because if you don't have that foundation built, it's like one of the most important parts. So that is definitely going to be included in the membership. I don't have necessarily specifics right now, but like I said, the premise is going to be the exact same as what it was before. Just a supportive community of women coming together to build each other up, encourage each other, and learn from each other, the different skill sets that we have. So I'm so excited about it.
I remember when knew almost absolutely nothing about building websites. I had just learned how to build a link and how to build pages. That's it. That's all I knew how to do. And I remember posting in the group, okay, so, just talking back and forth. And I remember Alice saying, yeah, okay, let's get a Google ad campaign coming to your opt-in page so that you can build your subscribers. And she walked me through that. And I think that's such a gift because people are going to be able to come to Mom Masterminds and say, hey, I'm stuck with this code. What am I doing wrong? Um, and so many people are going to be able to answer and help out. It's a
Yeah,
great community.
definitely agree because I think that so many, I know from my experience, it is so easy to get stuck. I mean, in so many areas, whether it's tech or even mindset related, and mindset's a huge thing. There's so many different areas that you can get stuck in and allow yourself to kind of go off, and maybe just stop
Yeah.
completely. And I think having that accountability and that supportive community is like one of the main keys to just moving forward, to one foot in front of the other. And I think just knowing you have that support and that group of people, like-minded people, because that again, the people in your life, if they're not doing the same thing, if they're not building an online business, they don't know what you're talking about. When you're having a bad day or you're venting because the tech isn't working or your website crashed or whatever, they're like, I don't know what you're, what is your problem? You're going crazy. But
Yeah.
I mean, when you can come together with women that are doing the exact same thing, they understand, and it's so nice to have that, to kind of rely on. So I think that's one of the most exciting parts about this membership, kind of coming back together.
I think too, it's so like I've heard so many times people say it's like a community I never found ever again online,
Yeah.
and I'm excited that it's relaunching because of that, because
Mhm.
of the lifelong friendships. But I think genuinely this core group of mom masterminds, we want to see each other succeed. We
Yes.
want to see each other go 6, 7 and more figures more, right? Like we want to support one another because there's some that have done it, some who are on the way, and some who are just beginning. And it's such an encouragement to have that group.
It really is. Yeah, the lifelong friendships, there's nothing like that. I mean, to know that you are meeting people that, I mean, and honestly, it's awesome to to know each other online, but I mean, these are people that you can even meet in person, down the road. I mean, Kelly and I have talked about like far, far, far down the road, possibly doing live events, things like that, and doing
Yes.
stand-ups. And it's like it's so encouraging because, I feel like there's not enough of that in the world.
Yeah,
Women supporting women. I think, women can be so very competitive with each other. And I love it when I see women coming together to empower each other instead. So yeah, it's definitely one of the best parts about it.
totally. So I'm as you're talking, I'm thinking about all the like because I'm so fortunate to have Alice has grown into such a wonderful friend, like everyone too, right? Like I think if I lived in the same town as Kelly, I'd be getting together with Kelly all the time, or same town as you. Like I'd be like, hey, let's go for lunch. So it's so nice to hang out with Alice and go for lunches, and we've gone partying together and just having a good time. So how fun would it be for us to all join up with all the mom masterminds? I think that would be the best day of my life.
It's so epic. It would be so epic. I mean,
It
we
would
would
be
have to
so
do
epic.
it at least a couple times a year for sure.
Yes. So
Yeah, that would be
so
awesome.
tell me, you've been online for a long time. What is your most favorite part about having an online business?
Saying that freedom is a core value of mine,
Yes.
and along with my family, the freedom to do what I want, to earn what I want, to have, make my own hours. That is why I do everything that I do. And
Yes.
I decided a long time ago when I became a stay-at-home mom that I did not want to go back to work a typical 9 to 5. And I'm not slamming anybody for doing that. If that's
Yeah.
what you want to do, that's fine. But for me, I need that freedom and flexibility. And so I feel like that is hands down the best part about online business, is because you can create what you want, and you find it's like a journey of self-awareness, almost like building an online business, because you come to know yourself so much better as you go along and try new things. So
You know, what I was just thinking about how this core group is so different from what you will find anywhere on the internet these days, because for me, when we built our online businesses back in 2004, 2005, this was before blogs, before the word podcast. It was, it was before social media. Like, I think
yeah.
Rise was the only social media thing that I remember that was out there. So there was no Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, none of that. So we didn't think, oh, we need to become an influencer so that we can sell a spot on my Instagram feed. We weren't thinking about those sorts of things. We were actually building an online business before and without those extra tools that are available today. And when you're talking about foundation, I'm thinking too to myself, oh yeah, there's so many things that I know that are in my foundation that I still need to continue to develop. And like, I'm thinking of my sequence, my welcome sequence for my email newsletter, right? Like, there's so many foundational things that you need to do that social media is just a bonus. Yes.
Online business is ever changing, just like technology. I mean, there's so many things, 10, 15 years ago that are not even existent today. It's all trial and error. And so I feel like having that kind of core foundation as the part of this membership, I give, especially the new moms that are coming in, it'll give them that boost to, and I guess that confidence to know, that they can do this, and like get them going, get them started in in the right way, right from the get-go. So I think that's very, very important.
Right. And so how do you, like, because Mom Masterminds is focused on women with children, and you have kids, how do you balance your online business with your family life?
That's actually kind of funny. I don't even know. I don't know if balance is really the word. I'm not sure. I do know my boys are 10. I mean, so they're not babies. They're pretty self-sufficient. They can handle, time on their own pretty well, but except when they're fighting and wrestling and all that. So that's a whole nother story. But I feel like the number one thing I think that has helped me, I mean, every day is different, but I think the number one thing that has helped me is that I have like set hours, typically Monday through Friday, where I know that is the time that I'm going to be sitting down doing some work, whether it's a podcast interview or editing or a blog post or, whatever. And they're starting to get to, I just really just started this like this summer, because I'm like, we're going to be homeschooling in the fall. So I'm like, I have got to get a schedule down. Otherwise it's going to be just, we're going to be SOL. But so they're starting to know, okay, during this time, mom's in the, bedroom, whatever, in the office or whatever, working, and I've got to be doing my own thing. So, I mean, again, it's, every day is different. It's trial and error, and some days don't go as planned. But I think that's the main thing that's helped me, is to just have some set hours, and trying to balance that out. And then I know the rest of the day we're free to do whatever. I'm free to spend it with them and do whatever, and just do, all the fun summer things. So
That's awesome. So, yeah, I mean, I can only, like, I was trying to remember what it was like when I had my kids, and I remember being in the basement a lot,
yes,
working
I
on
know.
my online business. I was in the basement on the computer.
Yep. Well, I just had to tell, one of my boys is actually fishing with their dad today, but when the other one is in there in the other room playing Fortnite, I'm like, just keep it down. I'm doing an interview. Just keep it down. He's like, okay. I haven't heard him yelling yet, so it's good.
I had, so I had, my house was 3 levels. And so on the main level, like, and the basement, right? So, oh, sorry. Yeah, it's 3 levels total. Right. And, on the main level, I had an office, but there was a window in the door. so the kids could come to and then see me, and then they're like, like, hey mom,
It's like, Mom's still here. She's still here. She's just working.
yes. So down to the basement I went.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. You got to do what you got to do, right?
Right. So, and you know what? The beauty of it is no one knows, right? You're just working on your website, you're working on your email sequences, you're connecting with other people online. It's a different world. So
It
it
is.
doesn't matter really.
No, it is. I mean, you just have to make it your own. You just
Yeah.
have to tweak it to whatever works with your schedule and your family life. And that's the beauty of it too, of online business, is because you can do that. You can make it work around your schedule. If you need to work early in the morning, you can. If you need to work late at night when the kids are in bed, you can. It's whatever works best for you.
Yeah. So can you tell me anything a little top secret about Mom Masterminds, or is there?
I mean, I honestly, like I said, we're kind of still hashing out the layout of it. I mean, I know I've got some amazing podcast interviews coming up, including your own, of course, and I'm so excited about that. I've got some
Yes.
really, really good interviews. I'm trying to think top secrets. Yeah, I don't really know, other than, like I said, we are, we have mentioned possibly live events in the future down the road. And we've just been kind of in a brainstorming kind of a mode here over the last month or so. So I wish I had top secret stuff right now, but we can chat again when I do. I'll send
Right.
you.
Yeah, you can send me the goods.
I totally will. Absolutely. You'll be the first to know.
Yes. Awesome. So what is one thing that you would say to someone who's just starting out in their online business?
Oh gosh. Okay. So this is a good question. And this is one of, like, this might be my favorite question, actually, because I feel like it's so important. There's two things. So first of all, you have to get your mindset right, because online business, as I said before, I feel like it's more of a journey of self-awareness than anything, because, especially when you're first starting out, you're going to have limiting beliefs. You're going to have imposter syndrome. You're going to have fear and doubt. And I mean, I don't think fear ever really goes away. I think you just have to push through it. But if your mindset is not in the right place, it's going to be very, very hard to overcome those things and to push through.
Mhm.
And then in addition to that, I feel like it's very, very hard, or very, very important, to remember your why. Like, get very, very clear on why you are doing this. Why do you want an online business? Why are you doing, the things that you're doing every single day to build this business? Is it because you want the freedom and flexibility? Is it just because you want to be home with your kids, or just bring in a little extra money to help out with finances? Just get very clear on your why. And I feel like that will help move you forward when things don't go the way as expected, or you have no idea what you're doing, or your website crashes, or all the tech is messed up. It's going to really help keep you moving forward, to remember that. But like I said, the mindset piece for sure. You got to have that perseverance, and have your mind in the right place before,
Yeah.
before you even start.
I remember when I first started, my first commission check was $70 US. And to me, I had made it. Like, I knew this was it. Like, this was so exciting, because whatever I was doing was working. And, I don't want to be too lighthearted about it, because it was a lot of work, right? It's a lot of work to get that going. But I can't remember if it was like Kelly or Alice or Lynette, but I remember someone saying in the group, well, why don't you just focus on, maybe there's a certain bill that you want to pay for the family each month. Let's see if we can get that income for that. Okay.
Yeah.
And then what's the next thing you're going to get the income for? And when I started thinking about those types of things, it started coming around. And before you knew it, women in the group were like, my husband's coming home full time now, like
Oh,
pretty
that's amazing.
cool. It's
Yeah, it is.
cool.
It's all about
And
the baby steps. Yeah, just focus on those tiny little baby steps. You don't have to think, because I feel like it's so overwhelming. If you're gonna, you're starting from ground zero, and you're thinking, okay, I have to make six figures or whatever. It's like, no,
right,
you just
it's so
make your
far.
first, yeah, make your first $100, or something, or
Yeah.
$50, whatever it is, just start small. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And there's such foundational things that your guys are going to be, that you'll be
Yeah.
teaching inside the group, that no matter what craziness is happening in life, you can just go, okay, my mindset's not right, but however,
Yeah.
I know I need to follow this and this and this. And if I just keep following it, then it's
Yeah.
all going to come around. So yes.
Yeah, for sure. Which the mindset thing, I just a little quick plug for Kelly's Mindset Junkies. Oh my gosh, I haven't been able to make a whole lot of the meetings this summer because the schedule on Mondays, it conflicts with one of my boys, what they're doing. But those meetings are the best. Like seriously, check
Really?
out Mindset Junkies if you wanna. Yeah, she asks the best questions. They're the best calls. I love them so much. So yeah, that's on Mondays at I
Good.
think
I
it's
love
12.
Kelly. I love her.
I think
She's
she's awesome. I know, she's
so
amazing.
smart. Like she knows how to guide you through all that
She does.
mindset stuff.
Yeah, she
I
does.
actually just interviewed her and she talked about mindset junkies, and I thought, yeah, that's brilliant.
Oh, it is.
It's mindset is just the one of it's like the majority of the work. I think.
It really is. Like it seriously is. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, yeah, you gotta do other stuff too, but the mindset, like it all comes back to that.
But you're not always going to have the right support, family members or friends who A, maybe don't understand what you're doing, or B, don't support it. They're like, that's not a real business. Well, actually it is. So we're here to
Yeah,
say it is.
absolutely. And it is funny because even today in 2024, even though online business has grown and evolved and more people are going to that, there's still so much like people just don't understand it. Like they still feel are stuck in that, you have to have a regular job to make money. And it's like, that is like not,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not, that's not the most secure thing to have anymore.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
So
Well,
yeah.
I so appreciate you being here chatting with me. And I love talking about the foundational stuff because, like I said before, that foundational stuff is what's going to build your business. It's going to
It
build.
really will. You know what? And I'm thinking maybe we will have to have, I'm not sure how if we're going to be doing this or not, but like I'm thinking having like guest experts on once in a while. Maybe you could come on and talk as one
Oh,
of our guest experts. That would be awesome.
I love
That
that.
would be so fun. That'd be
Anything we
awesome.
can do to support Mom Masterminds. I have such a heart for that community and
Oh,
everyone there. So
that's
thank you,
awesome.
Kristin. Check her out, mommasterminds.com. Sign up and get on the notification list, and we'll find out one day when the big day is going to be.
Yeah, we'll be sending out more tidbits as the summer goes on and as the launch gets closer. So I'm super excited. But thank you so much for having me on. It was so fun to chat with you.